今から博物館に行きます。これは大学ですね。シンガポーなんだったっけ、マネジメントユニバーシティ、シンガポーマネジメントユニバーシティ、シンガポーマネジメントユニバーシティですね。綺麗ですね。子供たちが遠足かな、なんかたくさん、昨日からたくさんこのオレンジの子供たちが歩いてます。大学の前です。すごく綺麗です。水が張ってありますね、いっぱい。すごい綺麗。こちらは地下鉄の駅です。あれがミュージアムかなと思います。あそこに行ってみます。大学です。すっごい綺麗な大学です。気温は31度、28度から31度、一日中28度から31度です。朝も夜も昼もですね。かなり日差しは強いです。今日はカラッとしてます。シンガポーマネジメントユニバーシティですね。すっごく綺麗な大学です。素晴らしい。ここはもうずっと大学が続いてます。ミュージアムの方に渡ります。さっきの子供たちここから来たんじゃないかな。つけて文字見えますか？ナショナルミュージアム of シンガポールという透明なアクセスフレンドリーエントランス。入ります。
So this one looks at, this is the old days of the provision shop, we call it, because those days there's no right? So those days that's how they do the ice shaving. And guess what this lady is doing here? Okay? It's not ice, this is actually coconut, see? She is actually grading coconut. You realize that we uses a lot of coconut in our dishes, alright? Be it in Malay cuisine or Indian cuisine, even the Chinese cuisine we use a lot. But these days you can't find this anymore. You all get from the supermarket already cleaned up. So yeah, so I recommend you maybe later on take a sample time. Oh yeah, the lady is holding on to the durian, and now is the durian season. You all must try, okay? You must try that. Okay, so let us go into the history gallery.
Durian.
Okay, alright, so you probably would have read from the text. This is basically the map, okay, from what they call the theater of the world, or the first modern atlas. And this is actually a map drawn by the Flemish cartographer by the name of Abraham Ortelis. And you see the map that he's drawing is of Southeast Asia. And he is from the West, from Europe. So you imagine if someone from Europe possesses a map like this. It is almost like, you know, your treasure hunters, right? You get a map and then you can come all the way down to Southeast Asia. But what's so special about Southeast Asia? Correct, the spices, right? One little gram of spices can sell for a lot of money. And what's so special about spices, other than the medicinal value, the medicinal properties, okay, it can also help to preserve the food. Yeah, like your pepper, it adds flavors to the food. And if you come across cloves, yeah, it also helps to freshen your breath. You know, those days the sanitary level is not so high. So it really has a lot of uses. And the best thing is that it is very light, correct? So you can, bring one big bag of it at a very, very low cost. Alright, so this map is very useful because that's where you have the Europeans coming here to look for the spices. But it's not the Europeans who came here first. It's also the Chinese. So it's going to have a thunderstorm. So let's avoid the storm and go over to that side. Before he start looking for another trading post. He was already the governor in Java. All right. Basically, he was there for 5 years. All right. And then this was a portrait taken after he completed his governorship. So he was at the age of 36. If you look at him, he looked like a very knowledgeable, learned man. Of course, because he wrote the book called History of Java, and he was given a knighthood for it. And you look at the things, on this table, it really shows that he is someone, almost like an academic, very knowledgeable. Because when he sailed down from London to Singapore, he picked up Malay also. So he is actually a very, very brilliant man, very ambitious person as well. So, but he did not come from a very high-class family of those days, because his father is a sea captain and he was actually born in the sea. So at the age of 14, he already has to work because his parents could not support him for further education. So at the age of 14, he managed to work in the East India Company, or the EIC. And he got his lucky break at the age of 24, and he was given a posting to assist the governor in Penang. So that's why he starts sailing from London. And along the way, he knows that Malay is the lingua franca over here. He picked up Malay, and that helps a lot for his understanding of this region. Okay, so he also realized that the British needs another trading port in this region. So he managed to convince his boss, to give him money to set an expedition to look for it. Well, his boss, Lord Minto, said, okay, no problem, but there's a condition that the Dutch mustn't be there, because the British doesn't want to get into conflicts with the Dutch back in Europe. Alright, so that was the condition. Okay, to cut the long story short, he started looking for places. The first place he looked for is Bintang Island. Now, Bintang Island is Indonesia, and that's where the Dutch is. Now, Bintang those days are actually a lot more important than Singapore, alright? Then the next place, because the Dutch were there, so he cannot go there. So the next place he looked for it is Caramon Island, which is not too far from Singapore. However, according to him, he said, it's like a lot of rocks, there is no fresh water, so it's not really habitable. So the next place he actually came is Singapore. So Singapore is his third choice, it's not the first choice, alright? So he came to Singapore, he liked the place because of the deep sea harbor. He decided he wanted to set up a trading post in Singapore. Okay, and then he actually met with the Temanggung and the Sultan. Again, I'm cutting my story a little bit shorter, because this is a 1-hour tour. So I cut it short. He managed to get the agreement in exchange to set up a trading post. Yeah, and the first thing he did was to declare Singapore has a free port. The trading post has a free port, meaning to say that if your ships come in, you did not have to pay any taxes, unlike the Dutch. So with that, it really attracts a lot of people, especially the Chinese, alright? Because as you imagine, if you are a Dutch port, you will give priority to your own people. So whatever left will be for the other people. So for the Chinese, this is very, very useful. So he came here. The next thing he did, of course, was also to set up the Raffles Institution, the Raffles Library. And another important thing was that he wanted to make Singapore an emporium of the East. Okay, a colony town that will be proud of, a model town. What does that mean? Well, no cockfighting, no slave trading, no gambling, no opium farming. Okay, basically a very clean model town. So that is his criteria. All right. So, and he only came to Singapore 3 times in total, not more than 9 months. So what happened to the remaining time? He actually gave it to another person to run the place, and that person is William Farquhar. And we have a fairly small portrait of William Farquhar, which is in this room here. So we can take a look over there. I'll share again a little bit more information about William Farquhar.
こちらをクリックしてチャンネル登録をよろしくお願いします。